Hi, Warrior. It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today, we are back in Felwood, and we're going to pick up a quest here with Fez Hobnob.
What's the word on the street?
Back to business. All this happy friends stuff is great, isn't it? People working together, healing the forest, but what's going to happen to the forest when it's healed? It's just going to sit there. We need this lumber. The Horde needs it. I've got orders to send as many loyal Horde soldiers, and I'm sure you're loyal. Up north to Iron Tree Clearing. I've already arranged for the Hippogriff Master to give you a free ride over there. Talk to Darla Drill Dozer when you touch down.
Keep your ear to the ground.
Alright, so let's go have a chat here with the Hippogriff Master, and we'll head over to Iron Tree Clearing.
Be careful.
I hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing pretty good. I watched the WoW 30th anniversary, and I must say I was pleased with what they announced. A lot of cool stuff. They came out with Warcraft 1 and 2, the RTS game. Remastered versions. They came out with a battle chest. I purchased it because, you know, why not, man? Those are classic games. I'm a big fan of the RTS genre of WoW. So I picked that up. Maybe we will be checking that out on the channel soon. And many other announcements as well. We'll get to that after I pick up a few of these quests.
Yeah? What do you want?
If we don't increase production as much as possible, the Horde might lose this war. If the Horde loses this war, we're out on our butts at best and dead at worst. I hate to break it to you, but the pretty things you might have heard at Whisperwind Grove won't save us. Hard work might.
Glad I could help.
All right, back to business. Fez sent you? At least he's good for something.
Have a good one.
It's time to oil up. 3 things come out of Iron Tree Clearing: lumber, oil, and exhausted workers. The first 2 are pretty much the cause of the third, but I like to be efficient about things where I can. I've got our shredders working unpaid overtime, and there's really nowhere in the schedule for them to get maintenance. Use this grappling hook to nab some of the extra oil cans floating around camp and use them to oil up the shredders, would you?
Keep your ear to the ground.
A flare fight. This operation's stayed pretty discreet so far, but the Worgen over in Talon Branch Glade have it out for us. They've been trying to get everything they can to get us to shut down. Some of the workers have told me that they have seen glimpses of Worgen lurking around the clearing. Take these oversized mega flares. They're bright enough to show anything that gets anywhere near them. Use the flares to look for prowling Worgen and make sure they don't leave here alive.
Be careful out there.
All right, so there we go. We got some quests, guys. Let's make sure we pick up the flight point here.
How you doing?
And this is it. Right up here. All right. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer to Winter Spring. We should hit level 55 today. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's make sure we oil up these shredders. Is that what we wanted to do? Oh, those are the oil cans. There we go. We actually do this while on our mount, so that's pretty good. Let's get some more oil here. Out of range. There's one there. Should be in range. There's one. And they also announced Mista Pandaria Classic, guys. I think we all knew that was going to come out. And we should see that this upcoming spring, 2025 spring. And I'll probably check that out. Maybe we'll do like a monk playthrough, and I'll probably level Flag Carrier again. And Mista Pandaria, why not? And then the big news, we are getting fresh classic era servers. We're going to get a fresh hardcore server. And we are also going to get a fresh PvP and PvE server. So Classic WoW is set up now. And the fresh, I believe the fresh PvP servers, I don't know if the hardcore ones are going to be like this, but I know that the fresh PvP and PvE servers are going to carry over into the Burning Crusade in 2026. So what I think they're doing is they're just going to reset everything. So the classic experience is going to be reset on November 21st. So I'm probably going to have a few vanilla playthroughs coming out soon.
What's shaking? Go get him, champ.
It's time to oil up. Efficiency in the workforce. Wonderful. Maybe I should check on the goblins inside those shredders later. Shredder operator's helmet. There's not really anything here that's like an upgrade for us. We'll just take the shield and sell it.
Catch you on the flip side.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, guys. 100% getting a hardcore playthrough going. Probably going to be solo self-found. Just because, might as well. And I do want to play on the fresh server as well. So I will most likely get a character on the fresh server. Probably be on a PvP one. So we got a couple of classic playthroughs coming up. And then potentially, I hope I have enough time, we can do Warcraft, the RTS. Because I just purchased it, man. I think I might as well play it. But yeah, looking forward to it, man. There's a lot of that was a great announcement. And it's coming, it'll be here before we know it. So what else are we doing here? We got to get the Talon Branch Prowlers. Get this flare going. And what I'll do with the Classic Fresh, I'll probably play Horde, I think, on the hardcore server. And I think I'll play Alliance on the fresh PvP server. That's going to be the plan. So we get a little bit of a split faction-wise. Because I know some people like Alliance on the channel. Some people like Horde. So we'll split it up. And I'm going to continue with this playthrough, guys. We're going all the way to 85 on the Goblin Warrior, so this one's not going to stop. But I do think I am not going back to Season of Discovery. I was going to go back and finish leveling. Well, I can't say never. I was going to go back and finish leveling my Paladin, but with all this new stuff coming that's came out, I'm probably not going to play Season of Discovery. I like Season of Discovery at the beginning, but over time it kind of lost its flair, I guess you could say. The first phase was amazing. And then as the phases moved on, I kind of got less and less interested. Where the heck are these Worgen men? Use a Mega Flare cluster at the targeted location revealed, revealing any Talon branches in the area. Well, I assume these are the target locations on the map. Not really finding many of these Worgen here. They're hiding on us. And retail got a new roadmap too. I think we're probably going to see the Midnight expansion come out in 2026, right? Probably around the same time as TBC. So that'll be pretty good. Yeah, Classic is in a perfect spot. They're clearly listening to the community. I don't know if we'll see another season. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But I think I have a feeling after Season of Discovery, I don't think we see like another season of something for a bit. I think they're going to mainly focus on hardcore and then the new Classic Era Fresh servers. And I hope that they do that. Focus on TBC as well, getting that all set up. Okay, so this quest is kind of... Supposedly there's like spots where they're telling us to throw it. They've seen glimpses of the Worgen lurking around the clearing. Well, here's the clearing over here. Finally. Yeah, I don't know which classes. I'll be honest, I'm going to play Warrior for hardcore. Like, I have to get a Warrior to 60 in hardcore. And I want to do it solo self-found. And then I'll probably play... it'd be cool to play a Warrior on the other server. Warrior's my favorite class in vanilla. But we'll probably play a different class on the PvP server. I hope they don't launch at the same time as the hardcore and the fresh PvP server. I hope they kind of did like stagger it. It'd be cool if they did that because I would like to, you know, experience the fresh launch of both the hardcore server and the fresh PvP server. But I have a feeling they're both going to come out at the same time. So we'll probably check out the hardcore fresh first. And then I'll try to get on for the PvP fresh like an hour and a bit later. But yeah, we're doing it all over again. They're going to go into Wrath, too. We'll probably see Wrath in 2027. And then we'll see what they do. We'll see if they do Cataclysm again. I don't think they will. This quest is like the worst Cataclysm quest I've ever done. I'm just running around looking for Worgen. I barely find them. Supposedly they're down here, I guess. See right here. And Mr. Pandaria will be cool. That's considered the best PvP expansion ever. Especially if you enjoy, you know, Arena 3v3 PvP. It was really good during Mr. Pandaria. I played a Resto Druid during that time. And the comp I played was Ellie Shaman, Resto Druid, and Warlock, Affliction Warlock. I think we just got to like over 2k. And the way it would work is, you know, the Ellie Shaman is the class that kills the target that we're trying to kill with, like, you know, lava bursts and stuff like that, and then the Warlock is slowly, you know, whittles the other team down with dots. It's sort of like RLS, where it's like roguelike shaman, where the rogue, you know, finishes off the target, but with a shaman. And the shaman's great because you got range kick and well, shaman CC's not bad with hex. They also have the spells. Pretty strong caster composition. So yeah, I could imagine the arena community enjoying Mr. Pandaria a lot. And supposedly the raids are pretty good too. I did pretty much all of them during the Stipendaria Remix event, which was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. Got a bunch of transmog and mounts from that expansion that I missed out on back in the day. Oh good, we got 2 this time. Feeling pretty damn lucky after that. And supposedly we might see a Legion remix event. And I think that would be good. Probably be a popular event. Legion was a great expansion, a lot of good rates. That expansion revived WoW after WoD. WoD was like the worst expansion. And then they completely revamped the game in Legion. And it brought WoW back for a while until the end of, I guess, Shadowlands. Or the end of BFA. People didn't really like Battle for Azeroth as much. And now I think WoW's in a good spot. Dragonflight was supposedly pretty damn good. Even though I didn't play it too much. That's what I've heard. Heard it was a good expansion. And the War Within, I've heard, is doing pretty well. This is like the worst quest ever. This one finally got 2. I just feel like I've been a little bit unlucky finding these Worgen. These are the final 2 though, so this is good. There we go. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. Now those playthroughs are going to last quite a while. Be a long time. Take me a while to level the vanilla characters. It takes around like 7 to 8 days of game time to level a vanilla character. So those playthroughs will probably
Hey, how you doing?
go over 200 episodes, I would assume.
See you around, friend.
Mangy curs think they can just waltz in here and ruin my finely tuned operation. Ha. I told you not to look directly at the flares, right? Oops.
Don't be a stranger.
Take it to the
Glad I
tree.
can help.
Those mangy curs think they can just snoop around my site and get away with it. I'll show them. And what I mean by that is, of course, that you will show them. You and the small army of axe-wielding goblin hires I've sent to Talon Branch Glade. The place will be swarming with Worgen by now. This is where we want them. Head to the southeast, join up with the rest of our forces, and let some fur fly.
Be careful out there.
Wisp
Have
napping.
a good one.
Can you believe these Worgen here have wisps? The Night Elves showed them all that druid junk, and now they've got their precious little wisps too, giving them all the building materials they want without having to harm any precious trees. If we had those things, we could pull extra wood out of every tree in our sight. Free resources, free profit. That's why I've been working on this containment device. Head to Talon Branch Glade and use it to steal some wisps. Just point and press the button.
Keep your ear to the ground.
Okay. So we gotta deal with some wisps. There's the Darla's Wisp magnet. They must go in that little jar at the bottom. And if you guys don't know what hardcore solo self-found is, it's pretty much a solo leveling experience in hardcore. Like you don't group up with anybody. You can't use the mailbox. You can't trade. You can't use the auction house. And it just makes the hardcore experience just... I think it's a legit way of leveling in hardcore, in my opinion. The only thing that sucks about it is you don't really do dungeons, right? Because you don't group up with people. Pretty sure you can't group up in solo self-found. Well, I didn't. I pretty much did solo self-found on the rogue. And I didn't group up with anybody. And I'll probably do that in the Warrior. The only thing that it does kind of suck not doing the dungeons, because hardcore dungeons are pretty fun. But I did that on the last time I played the Warrior. But this time I want to do solo self-found. And on the fresh PvP server, we'll be doing a bunch of dungeons. But I probably won't play Warrior on that server, and I'm undecided on what class I want to play. Leaning towards Mage at the moment. Oh. Saw the Worgen here. Alright, so we can get a new talent here, guys. Vigilance or Heavy Repercussions. While your shield block is active, your shield slam hits for additional 50% damage. Or Vigilance. Focus your protective gaze on a party or raid member each time they are hit by an attack. Your taunt cooldown is refreshed, and you gain Vengeance as if 20% of the damage was done to you last 30 minutes. This effect can only be on one target at a time. I think we'll take Heavy Repercussions, just increase our shield slam damage. Alright, so we got our Wisp. Now we just have to slay the Talon Branch defenders. Seems like they're blocking the way to Winter Spring. Yeah, maybe we go Mage. I'm gonna go Alliance on the fresh server. And I haven't played a gnome yet. I haven't played as a gnome on the channel, so I think we're due to give the gnomes a try. If I was to play a gnome, I would probably play a mage or a warlock. Gnome warrior's kind of cool. But I think I'd play a caster. And then we'll see what happens with these classes. if we get to 60 on the warrior and the mage, I will get to 60 on the mage for sure because it's not hardcore. But it would be cool to check out the raids again. Just do MC and all that stuff. And they got the phases all lined up too. It seems like winter's going to be mostly just Molten Core and the PvP honor system. And then Blackwing Lair, CG, AQ, and Naxxramas will be coming out in 2025. The classic will last just like a year and 3 months, which is exactly what I thought like how long I thought it would last, and I assume TBC will be the same thing. Deadwood Ritual Totem. Usually that drops off of one of these guys. It's a quest. It's another one. Maybe we'll get a quest to fight these guys after we turn these two in. Mage is just, I think Mage is just the best class in vanilla in my opinion. Not the best. I think Warrior's the best. But overall, I would say Mage is probably the best. They're really good in PvP. World PvP and like Battleground PvP. They're great at making gold. They're good in PvE as well. They're all around like they also feel really like tuned well. They're fun to play in vanilla.
Keep it real.
Let's hope we put down enough of them to get the message across.
Go get him, champ. Don't be a stranger.
Pretty little things, aren't they? I wonder if we can figure out how to make more of them.
Catch you on the flip side. See you around,
Slap
friend.
and cap. Oh, for not again. If you heard the deputy yelling out there, that means we've got a full-blown oil leak on our hands. It's those filthy Worgen again. Listen, it's going to be total chaos out there. Sleep-deprived goblins are running around screaming and not knowing what to do. I need you to snap the workers back to their senses. A good swift backhand across the face should do it. Once they shake themselves off, they'll get to work capping those gushers.
Be careful.
Is your oil running? Last time we had an oil leak this bad, the oil itself tried to get away. I don't know what does it. Maybe all the demon goop floating around here. But when we get a big enough crew to leak, half of it globs together and tries to run away. That's Prophet trying to escape. Go run after those oil sludges and bring back their sweet, precious oil.
See you around, friend.
All right. Let's go do that. And it's going to be fun doing hardcore as Horde. The last two attempts I did, or the two playthroughs I've done, was with a Night Elf Rogue, and we did Human Warrior. Not too sure what we'll do, like what race we'll do for hardcore warrior, but Tauren's pretty good because you get the extra health, right? But orcs do more damage. And then there's Troll. Troll's not bad either. Troll's pretty good warrior. You get the berserking buff. So I'm not too sure what warrior race we'll play. shield slam them in the face. It's enough time to act like a goblin. And I've been waiting for this hardcore server for a while. I kind of took a break from it after my warrior died. It's devastating, like, dying in hardcore. It sucks. And the Horde journey will be interesting because quests are a lot different, especially from like 1 to 30. It's a different journey than the Alliance side.
What's the word on the street? Don't be a stranger.
It's not working. We're going to have to shut it off at the source. Go talk to the deputy outside. He'll walk you through it. Okay, so we'll take 9 Agi, 14 Stam. None of these seem to be upgrades. So let's take the item that sells for the most, and that seems to be the male chest guard.
Have a good one. Keep your ear to the
Stuff
ground.
better not still be moving when you bring it back here.
Go get him, champ.
Thank goodness the oil is safe. Well done, Pexelgix.
Keep it real.
Pickwick in
Catch you on the
peril.
flip side.
What the heck is going on here? Foreman Pickwick should have shut the valves off by now. We can cap these leaks all day. If the essential valve is off, we're just delaying an enormous explosion. Listen, if you value money, your life, or either combination of the two, you'd better head south to Iron Tree Cavern and see if you can find Foreman Pickwick.
Keep your ear to the ground.
Let's go see Foreman Pickwick, guys. And yeah, all those announcements they made, that's going to pull so many people back in. I have a feeling a lot of people were waiting for Classic Fresh to come back.
Don't waste my time.
It's a disaster down there. The pump's thrown. All my men in there are gone. You gotta help.
On your way.
Turn it off,
Careful
turn
out
it off.
there.
It was those darn Worgen. They blew right past me into the cavern. They must have messed with the master's control pump. If that thing is left on too long, every pipe running under our feet is gonna blow. You think the leaks are bad? Just wait. Listen, if you can reach the master control pump all the way in the back of the cavern, you can shut it off and save us all.
Hit the road.
A bomb deal. All my workers got driven straight out of the cavern here by those big swamp-looking things. Darla sent me here to pick up the pieces. But have you seen it in there? I ain't going in. There's a ton of explosives left behind, and we can't just leave laying around. I'll make you a deal. You run in there and get those explosives gathered up. I will stay here and not get killed by swamp things. And if you don't either, I'll pay you. How's that sound?
Move it!
Wait, off to this cave here. Do we have to fight the moss flares? And yeah, 3 more levels, guys. We're going to be heading off to Outland. I'm looking forward to that. We get any new dungeons? No, same ones. That's the one thing about the 50s in Cataclysm. You don't really get a lot of new dungeons. I think at 58 we get... I can't believe I forgot the name of the dungeon, but it's in Blackrock Mountain. What's the name of it again? Yeah, Blackrock Spire. Upper and lower. As far as we didn't have we haven't unlocked it now. We're 55. We should have lower Blackrock Spire unlocked. But I think at 58 we get those. But the thing is, we will be in Outland at that time, so I'm probably just going to focus on doing quests in Hellfire Peninsula for a little bit until we unlock the TBC dungeons. And I'm happy that they're doing TBC the way that they're doing it. We're not getting like fresh TBC servers. Instead, you know, we're just getting fresh Classic Era, and then we get TBC later on. So we get to, you know, experience going through the Dark Portal again. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think TBC's server launch, or just the launch of TBC, is like the best WoW launch you can have. Especially if you're on a server that has a good faction balance between Horde and Alliance. I'm going to try to make sure we get on a server like that. But I assume there's not going to be many servers. I think they will probably split it up. Like, we'll still have a decent amount of servers, but there won't be as many as they had back in the beginning of Classic Era. One thing I don't want to happen is I get on a server and it's like I'm playing Alliance and everybody's Horde. That would be terrible. Especially on a PvP server. There it is. Turn the largest handle you can find on the master control pump, and the rattling noises in the nearby pipes stop. This gives you a few moments to hear the sounds of flames outside before a familiar voice cuts through a tiny, crackling speaker. For land's sake, partner, you done shut off those valves, but good. Unfortunately, we've had a critical blowout in our Garshdarn central burn-off regulator. Mrs. Darla done sent as many workers as she can Russell to go shut it off, but those flames have a mind of their own. Literally. They're popping up and grabbing anyone who comes near, so Darla says if you can muster up out of that cave you're in and beat that elemental, she's got a mighty fine prize in store for you. So where the heck is this thing? Did we go the wrong way? I don't want to... Do we have to go back in the cave? I think this thing's outside of the cave. Quest said he was inside, though, didn't it? If you can muster out of that cave you're in and beat the elemental. So yeah, we got to get out of the cave. I'll turn this bomb deal quest in.
Quickly, quickly!
Got a deal, right?
Go, go!
Hey, nice. I'll just take those carefully. Don't go telling the workers I didn't have the guts to go down there myself. You hear? Here's your pay and a little something extra.
Move it!
So where the heck is this? I think it might have been in the cave. Let's see. Oh, there it is right here. What the heck is this? There it is. He's killing me? I think I'm dying here? I'm really taking any damage. That's the thing about Cataclysm leveling. It's a little... They made leveling, like, too easy. And, well, it started in Wrath, I think. And actually, you probably started in TBC. I remember, like, Elites got a lot easier in TBC. And rares that you find out in the world. I think that's why everybody enjoys, or most people enjoy vanilla leveling. Because there are, like, you know, rares and elites you can run into that kind of feel like literal bosses. Sort of. They don't really have, like, that many mechanics, right? It's vanilla, but they hit hard. And they don't die in, like, 2-3 hits.
Yo. See you around, friend.
Well, my entire operation's nearly been ruined, but you came through in the clinch, Vexelgix. It could have been worse. I gotta hand it to you. Okay. Nice plate gloves here, but they're not better than the ones we have. So I guess we'll take this this ring. Not a bad ring. It's got hit on it, so I think it's better than our tumultuous ring of the monkey. The drill dozer band, 8 agility, 8 stamina, and improves hit rating by 8.
Don't be a stranger.
There we go. At least we got an upgrade today, guys. But yeah, I think I am going to, I think we're done here. We have to somehow farm the Deadwood Ritual Totem. I don't think we'll probably do that. And it looks like we're pretty much done. There's a few quests around here, like odd quests we didn't do. Supposedly there's going to be a Timber Maw Hold quest that we can pick up. I'm not too sure when. But next episode, I think we're going to dive into some more dungeons. Hopefully we get into Sunken Temple. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.